Hey, what up, guys? Randy back again here with a new episode of Trade of the Week. I'm guessing this is episode 12. All right, guys. Like I told you last week, I did not trade much. Okay, I did not trade at all. Like, cause all those setups did not really match my trading plan. But nonetheless, there were opportunities that are actually not part of my trading plan that I'm actually thinking of actually adding them into my trading setups. Okay, so what we had here, this is USDJPY. I think this is like one of like the clearest setup that I saw here, but I was actually asleep. Like I sent you guys the setup, but I did not manage to catch it because I was asleep. Okay, so this is the beginning of the week. Okay, because we know that like USDJPY has been bullish for like the longest, and you can clearly see that here. Market is making higher high, higher low. Okay, opening at the beginning of the week, opening of the week, we had this surge up. Okay, so we had this breaker structure right here. Okay, then we had this order block here responsible for that break. Okay, so let's go down to the M15 time frame to see what we potentially could have done. Okay, so and like this week, mostly like entries came really, really late at night. Like to me, like this entry here, okay, this is probably like, well, I wasn't even around when this happened. Okay, so I did not take this trade. This could also be like a nice setup. Okay, but I just did not take this. I don't know why. Okay, so you can clearly see that market tapped into our zone. Okay, I like to place my 50% line because the 50% line is very, very accurate. Like very, very accurate. Okay, so let's just assume this was a 50% line. Market just tapped that 50% line, and then the next candle that closes above, to me, that would have been an entry. Okay, so this right here would have been an entry. Okay, although it's not an impulsive candle, but this is part of my plan. Like I would take something like this. Okay, so entry right there and stop loss just below there. Okay, so and then that's like a 18 pip stop. Okay, and then for target, remember it's always from the high points to the low point. Okay, target number one, 100% zone. Okay, 100% zone, 94 pips or 161.8. So 158 pips, okay, on that trade. Done. Okay, so you're done. So that was a trade of the week. I actually don't know why I didn't take this trade. I have no idea why. Okay, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so boom. Okay, so that happened. Okay, and then let's go back to H4, try to see what happened. Okay, so let me just delete this real quick. Okay, so H4 we had boom, that breaker structure right there. We had this order block again. Okay, so I was expecting price to actually come back to this order block before an entry. But then before that, we had this fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap right there. Okay, so price just tapped in just slightly and then it went up. Okay, so fair value gaps, I don't really trade like that, especially when it's something like this. I mean, like if I go to the M15, for instance, you can clearly see that there was not really something to um no like great confirmation. It's just like a bam bam. Okay. And also this happened during Tokyo. This was probably like I was already asleep at this time. Like this is my time. This is very like 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm asleep and this happened. Okay. I woke up and the market was already somewhere here. Okay. So that's really it for USDJPY. But let's look at like why I did not trade. Okay, GBP. Look at GBP. I mean GBPJPY for instance. Like it was just like a linear move. I mean, no structure, nothing, just like a bam. Understand? Unless you are in a trade and then you're just holding and then you're just watching this move while you're in the trade. It's okay, but like here, really, there was nothing. Okay, no return of no return to an order block, nothing like that. Okay, so Euro USD as well. Let me go to H4. Very linear move. Okay. But in US, like this is why I say that I want to actually start to incorporate these setups into my trading plan. Why? Because like here, for instance, right, Euro USD, we have this order block here. Okay. Price did not get back to it, but what did it do? It went back to this fair value gap right here. Okay. This is a fair value gap. You see, it hit the 50% line and then it went up. Okay. So that's see, I'm trying to incorporate that, you see. And then here as well, same thing. We had a breaker structure, and then this order block here was not tapped. Okay. But what did they do instead? They tapped this fair value gap right there. Okay, and then if I go to like the lower time frame, you can see that there was a perfect entry. You see, boom, impulse came back into the fair value gap for the first time that went up, and then it came back for a second leg. Okay, this is actually even like a better entry because this is late at night. I usually don't take entries late at night. So the next day, Tokyo session, boom, right here at below here, I would have taken my entry or at the break right there. Boom, entry went up, came back down for retest, and then it moved. Okay. So, and I'm noticing that these things are happening when the market is very impulsive. You see, like when you have like these huge candles like this, okay, when you have like very impulse move, they don't usually go back to the order block. They will probably like go back to like a fair value gap, an imbalance, whatever, and then that's when they will move. Okay, so if I go to USDJPY, it's actually the same thing. You see, like the market was very impulsive. You see the green candles are very big. So green candles are like when it's very linear move like that, when they come back, they might not go back to the order block. Okay, they'll just stop maybe at the fair value gap, and then the entry. That's when the entry will happen. Okay, let's look at OUSD. OUSD, we also had an opportunity, but same thing. I was asleep, and OUSD is very choppy as well. Like if you look at this, right, we had this order block here. Okay, break a structure, impulse came back. Let's go to M15 to see what happened. You see, so this is very confusing. But nonetheless, there was an entry, see, because you can see here it tapped the zone, but this is late at night. It came back the next day and then did this. This would could have been my entry because that's like see market was making lower high, lower high, and they failed to make a low, and then they went up. Okay, so this is an M formation for me. Okay, so this candle right here could have been an entry, and then so on and so forth. So guys, you see like opportunities were there, but to me, it wasn't really aligned with my trading plan. So that's actually why I did not trade the I did not trade this week. And when the trade that was aligned with my trading plan happened, it happened really late at night. So that's actually why I did not trade. It's very important to understand what you want, what you're trading, and what you don't want to trade. That way, you're not just trading everything. Like today, you're trading in MMW. Tomorrow, you're trading fair value gap. Tomorrow, you're trading this. So it's very important to understand what sort of setups you want to take. That way, that's when the consistency comes because you know that okay, when this happens, I'm not really doing anything. I'm waiting for a specific set of things before I can enter. It's really going to help you in the long term, and also like with these prop firm thingy, you need a consistently profitable strategy. So like, and once you have that, I guarantee you, like these prop firms will be a lot easier to pass. Like these challenges will be so easy. And like I wish we had like prop firms like when I started trading. Like if we have those and then I was consistent, I could have been like really far financially. But yeah, nonetheless, it's still good. I'm still on my journey as well. So I'm getting funded here and there. Like I think I have about like 3 accounts now. I'm hoping to add more into my portfolio, and my goal until next year is to have to be at least $2 or $3 million funded. And that's very possible if you know what you're doing. So guys, I'm actually, like I said, I'm actually working on a little mini course about how to pass funded challenges. You guys need to stick to that, and you guys just wait for that. It's coming pretty soon. And yeah, so this is it really for episode 12. And I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and join the free Discord. All right, cheers.